Hello, dear friends. My name is Sofya Dorinskaya. I am a doctor, a psychiatrist, and the head of the Medical Information Center. At our center, we help eliminate nutritional deficiencies. We are often approached by parents with children who have already been referred to a psychiatrist. Because these children display certain mental disorders, developmental delays, depression, and some autistic spectrum disorders. And so psychiatrists suggest that they start taking neuroleptics. And basically that's a one-way road to the cemetery. And when we analyze these situations, it turns out that one of the fundamental problems for these families with such children is the issue of feeding the child. The child doesn't eat, just doesn't eat. Some people write in desperation saying, I just don't know what to cook anymore. I just don't know what to cook anymore. He tries it and says no. And what is this? The mother is just in such a state that she no longer knows what to cook. Let's figure out together what kind of condition these children have and why they don't want to eat. That's the first thing. And second, how do we find this path? How do we find this tool? How do we find the right approach to understand what he will actually eat? So, children with nutrient deficiencies really have serious health problems, serious developmental issues. But unfortunately, it's also true that nutrient deficiencies themselves distort taste. A deficiency in vitamins such as B3, niacin, or B1, thiamine, has as a clinical sign anorexia, meaning a complete lack of desire to eat. A clinical sign is a distorted sense of taste, where food becomes repulsive. For people with a niacin deficiency, food either tastes like cotton, it's impossible to eat as if you're chewing on cotton, or there can be such a distortion of taste that everything tastes bitter and salty. Just imagine, take a spoonful of salt, bitter and salty, with that kind of concentration, and try it. Just chew it. You won't be able to eat it. So you need to understand that when you see a child who is this selective with food, the first thing you should suspect is that they have nutrient deficiencies, at the very least vitamin deficiencies. Those B group vitamins, as I mentioned. Then secondly, that they have a distorted sense of taste or a lack of appetite. Unfortunately, it's impossible to predict what such a child will like. It's impossible. You can cook. You prepare the food, you taste it, you let your husband try it, you let another child try it, you let a friend who came to visit try it. Everyone is sitting there praising it, saying, oh my God, it's so delicious. You give it to your child, the one who doesn't eat, and after one spoonful, that's it, they say, I don't want it. It's impossible to predict how a person with such a taste disorder will perceive it. At the same time, you need to understand that your efforts should be directed at eliminating nutrient deficiencies. You also need to understand that unless a person starts eating meat, it's very doubtful that nutrient deficiencies will be resolved. This is the kind of problem we're dealing with. It's a real catch, a sort of devilish trick. If you want to say yes, you can't just take vitamins and think, oh, everything will get better now. At the same time, if you just eat noodles, nothing will improve. Nutrients won't be absorbed, vitamins won't do any good. So what approach can you take here? So imagine you take your very picky eater, or even a complete non-eater of a child, and you actually start taking them out to various local cafes and busy restaurants. Now, what exactly does that child really want? What kind of food does he like? Of course, you're not just taking him out for no reason. You need to find out which kind of meat flavor he responds to. I'll tell you right away, we get so many reports that even children as young as 4 who are impossible to feed at home, like restaurant-style shashlik. They go to the restaurant with such pleasure and devour this shashlik, really devour it, even eat it all by themselves, right under your supervision. So you just need to go to different restaurants, cafes, any places, Even McDonald's, I don't know, try those nuggets. Whatever kind of meat gets a reaction, he'll say, this is tasty. Order the same dish for yourself and try it to see what it is. You might not like it, but that doesn't matter at all. You need to understand which taste your child responds to. Learn how to cook this dish, learn how to prepare this kind of meat. And this could be the path, this could be the entry point into this problem when your child starts eating meat and gradually begins to recover out of this painful, mortally dangerous condition, because absolutely all vitamin deficiencies are deadly. Don't think that this is just nonsense. No, these are extremely serious conditions that, if not addressed, always end in death. If you are interested and want to know more about this fascinating subject, please note that our local bookstore currently sells high-quality reissued books, written by the world's greatest and most renowned vitaminologists. Right now, books by Lepsky are available here. These are all books where you can study the issue of vitamin and mineral deficiencies from a scientific and medical perspective. I should mention that the books are written in relatively simple language. They are written in such a way that the reader can truly understand what the author wants to convey. And of course, they were the greatest teachers. When they taught, doctors understood exactly what was being discussed. So you should understand and know what this condition is. And of course, if you need individual assistance, please follow the link. Sofya Dorinskaya's Medical Information Center. Submit your test requests. You will immediately receive the test forms. Fill them out, and we will help you and work through your situation. Thank you for your attention.